we embark on a new endeavor, the PipeFreeze Pro Radiant Solutions. We're going to test this and install this. I've read through the book. It looks like it's going to help with freezing it, wherever you got water pipes that are freeze. Now I'm going to install this in two places, one at my wellhead and one at a condensate drain at another house where it froze up and went up into the pan. Now I've experienced this. I had an RO system, reverse osmosis system in the house, and the idiot plumber ran the drain just outside, not only uphill, so the water drained back in the house, but when it froze, it backed up in the house and flooded the house. So it didn't have a safety cutoff. And that's another thing you should think of too if you have a place like upstairs where you got a pan and the condensate thing. But the condensate line froze, and this is a big neighborhood full of the things, and there's been all kind of problems. There's been flooding in laundry rooms and other things like that. So this could be your answer, and these are available, not a sponsor anyway, in up to 80-foot lengths. Wow. Well, there, you can see that. You can figure it out for yourself. So this has been it's been interesting reading, and it seems to be a rather flexible, usable type thing. And so we're going to plug this in, and I'm going to get a bag of ice and do like it says, test it. So it's supposed to work from where did I say it? Down to -20. It comes on at 37 degrees Fahrenheit and turns off at 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So this takes away the having to wire a switch and walk down there and do all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna have to wire an outlet down there, but that's pretty easy. There's two 220s and the run back thing. So there's 110 down there 2 times. So wiring an outlet down there is pretty easy. And I did check the output on this. Mine's an 18, so it's 120 volts, 3 watts. That's not going to. I'm going to be tapping it off my wellhead, and the wires. I ran those wires from the house down there, and it's real good quality stuff. So I'm not afraid of putting some straw on it. So we're going to go through this. We're going to do there's your chart there. 18 feet, 6 feet, 18, whatever. And then it's very, very good. And it says you can actually put it down drainage pipes and culverts, but it says you don't want to immerse it in water too much. And this could be something that's important on a condensate pipe that you can't get to if it's going down the side of a house and you can't get to it. You could run this stuff down in the pipe, but I don't know how well that at least would help from freezing at one point. My hope is the warmer water will keep it from freezing, but can't count on that. So where's the thing about testing it? Testing 1, 2, 3. And so uncoil the cable, hold the ice pack on the big lump right here, and I got my FLIR ready to go, and I also got this to wrap it with. This is a little bit higher temperature tape. I'm going to use this in a couple of different places, but I think you could just use foil tape and insulation. It says you can, so I would say that's okay. So let's get an ice pack going, plug this in, and it says in 10 minutes we ought to be picking up temperature here. So we'll plug it in, and the LED light should light up, and it does. Any opportunity to use the FLIR, huh? So let's see what we got here with the FLIR. Okay, so it's my house is very cold. So it's 60 degrees, and you can see there's the line, and it's the same temperature as the house. So let's get an ice pack going and see what happens. Curiosity. This kit also comes with this fiber tape. That's pretty nice. So when you're going down the line, you can see how those things work. Very interesting stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing this. I did not know this existed until the other day. So there's my little cloth, and here's my bag of ice. And we're going to place it right there over that sensor. Let's get a little air on that. Okay. But make sure it's close so it don't leak water all over your counter. Okay, we'll see. I got my timer set. We'll come back and see if this is heated up. And it's not going to hurt my countertop because it's ceramic tile. Okay, 10 minutes. Okay, it's been 11 minutes. It's been over here acting like it's alive. I can tell you that's feels good, especially in this house. So let's start here. So that's 15 degrees. Oh, I can already tell you. Whoa, 114 degrees. So that's working. Egad. Well, that makes me feel good because that makes me think that the water going down the pipe would be warm enough to probably look at it. See, it's alive. It'll move. Now, I'm very happy with that. Okay, another excuse. I just love using the old flirt. A window into the universe. Now, this stuff definitely has an up and a down and a back and a forth, and it says whatever you do, don't bend it this way, you know, go with the flow. So, boy, that feels nice. Ooh, digging that. Okay, well, let's mark that as tested and passed. I hope I've got everything. I got a whole bucket full of joy there. There's our target down there, the old wellhead. Collect up these extension cord. I'm going to check the current and see which ones are hot. Pretty obvious. Yep, it was cold. I had to do something. Those old cinder blocks, man, I don't know what those are from. Gotta be careful down here a little bit. There's nails and stuff. This is why they call it the back line. Oh, that means it's going to be smelly when you see that thing there. Yeah, guess what? It's emptying of the pig lagoons. And that's the way that is. It depends on the weather, how long that smells bad. But let's get this stuff off. You know how wellheads are. You don't put a lot of money into that. I need both hands. Here we are. We have gained entry, as it were. We have the square D box that you will also find on air compressors. And we have found our target, which is that white pipe there to wrap. I believe 8 feet's going to be plenty. So all I got to do now is get down in there and take this off and see how I'm going to tap me an outlet in the thing. Well, there we go. So there's let me see what, well, black and red's going to be hot. Let's get the meter on that. Meter. One thing at a time, sweet Jesus. I'm going to put the outlet in this box. I might as well take it over there. It's just an extra crummy old box there. And let's see. There's my other stuff over there. And let's get the meters first. I think I'm just going to need a little tiny short piece of romance. Okay, let's... luckily I didn't build this so high I can't just step in there. I can do it from here though. Let's see which one's hot. I'll tell you what they are in a minute. Let me get this thing set to that kind of voltage. This is why the only electrician I trust is me. It's not wired up wrong, it's just the line wires should be on the outside according to the inside of the pump troll. See, it says L1, L2 on the outers. The well guys didn't wire it that way, but it really makes no difference. So I've got a test lead going from the plug to the base. And remember, the smaller one is on the plug, it's generally the hot one. So it looks to me like there's my test light going off. The two yellows are hot. Okay, so I can go off like either one of those. Groovy. Let's get all that out of there before it bites me. I don't want to get bitten by electricity today, so let's go put the, that worked out pretty handy having a test light down here. I got to get rid of this thing because it's cracked, and that's just plain dangerous. But I think I was, didn't have any water, so you got to kind of forget protocols when it freezes. So, okay, let's go turn the breaker off. Leave the meter down here so I can check it, make sure it's off. Let's go back into the newly painted room here. And well pump is right here. Okay, so let's go in there and check her. Make sure she's off and do a little quick wiring and some taping, and this will be done. I can write this off my list. Always just check it to make sure. And we're going to use, this is kind of for automotive more than this stuff, but she's at 0 residual stuff. Now, you can pretty much be assured that the two wires, well, you'll have 3 or 4 wires coming down from the house. You'll have 4 wires coming from the house, two runners and 2 hots. And so I know that yellow wire goes to the house because I'm the one that trenched it. I did it. So I kind of knew those were hot, but there's nothing like making sure, because if you see red and black, you think, well, those are hot. Nope, those are the lines going to the pump way down in the well. Well, not way. This is a 200-foot well developing 20 gallons per minute. So she's the killer well is what they call it. So let's wire this thing up and call this a day, okay? And we'll get down in there and wrap this thing up. But I'm going to wire it from up here. I don't want to keep stepping over this thing. Who left me a voicemail? Who would have done such a thing? This tool has proven itself over and over. Let me get it back in there. I really love this tool. It takes 2 hands though. But that's a good tool, not a sponsor. Never had a sponsor. Almost had a sponsor one time, but they went away. Okay, we're wired in, and we're going to go up there and turn the power on and plug this heater in and see if it works. Gosh, I wish I had something to tie that down. That outlet in, but I don't. I guess I could get some pull ties or something. But I don't know. I think I'm just going to let it kind of float on out there. Don't know what else to do. So let's go check this thing out and see if it works. Now, the sides of that outlet are going to be hot. So let's go flip her back on again now that I got her wired. I believe they call this getting your steps in. Well, I'm going to have to walk 3 miles. Let's see if it kicks back. Nope, didn't kick back. Let's go plug it in, see if the little light comes on. And then we'll tape her down, close her up, and get out of there. I don't like being around that part of the world because there's a bunch of mice down there. And they scurry about. So like we saw before, this should give us a little light when I plug it in. Need both hands for that. So y'all take a look at the beautiful sky. I test this thing and try not to get popped. Okay. Okay. So there it is. There's the little light on in there. So let's close all this up and get this thing going here. Get it out of the muck. So it's way above 37, so I won't have to worry about it. I bet the mice are probably going to like this because let's not get tangled up on that, because that's the hot side. The gold side's the hot side. So let's get all this closed up. I cut a little notch here for the wire, and I cut the notch out in the box for the wire to come out. So let's close all this up and wrap it up. You know what I mean? And I mean, I'm going to try to wrap it. They're boxing the driveway. Good. Box. Flattening. Scraping the driveway. It's a box plate. So I said boxing. They're not like boxing. Okay, so I've got that's some strong stuff there. I got that. I got it coming up out of the box. The box I just taped it to this. Let it float in space. I can still see the orange light is on. Yeah, I can see it. I don't know if you can. That's good. So I just taped it there, started here. Here's your thermostat. So I got it sort of out here on the high part in space. And I went down the line and I went around the blue tank, pressure tank. And then here you'll find a little Schrader valve. If your water starts spitting at you, come out here and hit on that thing. If water comes out, you got a bad blue tank, diaphragm's busted. And I just wrapped it around. I had a couple of feet remaining, and I just wrapped it around the head of the well, just to kind of keep it warm too. Heat rise up, coming right in at the faucet. Looks good to me. And I got this fancy tape here. We're going to use that, and we're going to just sort of wrap this up, and then we'll close this out. Okay, she's fully wrapped, and I can get out of here, which I want to do very badly. You don't need to see me close it all up and everything, but that's the way to do it. I guess if I were you, I would measure, but I like the idea of wrapping around the head like that. That makes me feel a little better, and that'll just generate more heat in here too. So let me seal all this back up, and we'll call this one quits, and we'll pick up our mess here so we won't leave it down here. And there you go. And that's a fully done thing. All right. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up and subscribe. I'm so tired. Got to pack up for the dump. Oh, there goes more. Man, they're really dumping it out there today. Go inside and put some cinnamon water on the blower. Oh, look at that. They're crossing the streams there. I don't think that's the same kind of truck, but anyway. All right. Bye-bye. See you next time.